Oh, this is going to be a phenomenal next year. It's going to be big. I'm telling you. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and it's real. One of the biggest things that we've wanted for the longest time is finally coming around the corner in 2025. Welcome aboard, and good to see you all here for our first look at this game by the name of Roadcraft. This game is just amazing. It finally, like, I cannot tell you how many times during our live streams of SnowRunner and Farm Sim and Construction Sim that we talked about a game exactly like this. Building roads in SnowRunner would be absolutely amazing, but now we have a game like this, Roadcraft, from the same makers of SnowRunner, the same folks who made MudRunner, and who are also making Expeditions, a MudRunner game. Saber Interactive and Focus Entertainment both developing and publishing this game sometime in 2025, and damn, does it look good. I mean, literally, like, I haven't been this excited for just looking at pictures of a game since I was young. Like, looking at being at the Best Buy, looking at the back of the box, and or just seeing pictures of a game in a magazine that you can't get a hold of yet. I can't believe it. Like, I've wanted this game before I even knew about it. I wanted this game before I even knew about SnowRunner. And that's what was so good about SnowRunner when we played Spin Tires originally. And then when we were playing MudRunner, being like, man, wouldn't it be cool if we could build the bridges and the factories and do all this stuff ourselves? And, you know, if we could have an open world experience like this. Well, SnowRunner was one step closer. But this game, man, it looks like we can pick up after disasters, build our own roads, and explore the map, and then hopefully, like, connect points A and B together. But I cannot express how excited I am about this game, because I don't care that it's this game. I've just wanted a game like this, and this happens to be it. And I was very excited about SnowRunner, but man, it's all right. Hold back tears. I've wanted Roadcraft for the longest time, brother. Seriously, having an open road experience, or like really build your own road experience, is outstanding. Like, we've wanted the physics of SnowRunner in Farming Simulator, for example, for a very long time, and Construction Simulator, but now they're making their own. Now, I don't really know about an experience like this where it's going to be multiplayer. I hope we get more than 4 players, and I hope we get an experience that has better UI than in SnowRunner and whatnot before. And taking a first look at the game, I mean, the pictures look beautiful, the world incredible, on par with what I'd want for a future farming game, perhaps, from these folks, because if you've been playing SnowRunner anytime soon, there's a hell of a lot of farming going on in a game called SnowRunner, and also a lot of not snow going on in a game called SnowRunner, but that doesn't matter to me. It could be late spring or early fall, and all the winter-like conditions that you might expect are present there, and I hope to see them here too, except we also get deserts. There's deserts here in the game. There's also, of course, areas that look kind of like the, maybe the United States, like the East Coast or Midwest after a flood, but then also areas of, I don't know, Siberia or whatnot, just judging by the looks of some of the trucks and also the buildings. But it really looks like a heavily modded SnowRunner. And we have vehicles that are tracked for the first time. Oh my god. Yeah, they've been in there before for mods and whatnot, but thank goodness we actually have, like, heavy cranes that have tracks and that can actually, hopefully, be delivered via, like, a flatbed, and then someone can offload that and then use that as a construction, like a piece of equipment, like you would in Construction Simulator. Rebuilding ditches and, like, floods and things like that. Amazing. Amazing.
When I was a kid, I couldn't wait to leave this town behind. But what's that saying? Man plans and God laughs? Well, he must have had a good one on my account. When the water receded, it carried away everything we ever had. It also gave me a reason to stay. Truth is, we can't stop what's coming. The important thing is that we rebuild.
Now, taking a look at the images for this game, I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be 4-player, which would be a disappointment because that's a lot of work to do. I can imagine a game where we're going to be tasked with building the roads, but then, of course, cleaning up like you would in SnowRunner and possibly getting things restarted by delivering certain materials to things like a power plant or a police department or maybe a fire department or something like that to restore electricity and order and to make people feel safe when they're basically homeless because the disasters have come through, whatever they may be, giant sandstorms or perhaps a flood or an earthquake. I'm not exactly sure what we'll see, but I do see 4 vehicles here where we've got ourselves a truck with gravel in the front, and we've got a wheel loader which looks to have that leveler on it that you'd use in SnowRunner. In Farming Sim that you can now use in SnowRunner for doing things like silage in that game. Then we got ourselves a paver and then also a compactor for pavers, and this stuff looks like, like old Soviet, like 70s and 80s era equipment. So I hope we see a lot more modern stuff, and I hope we also see American or Western stuff too, because then licensed brands are good, and we're going to get a lot of those and hopefully some big mods. So I'm imagining the premise of the game is essentially to arrive into an area and then scout it out, find some big objectives to do, maybe set up a base, get all your equipment there, and then start connecting the dots as you would in SnowRunner, and then maybe using more highway vehicles to deliver those things, a little bit like in American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator. Now, I hope for a big, huge open-world experience where we don't have maps that are linked together with tunnels, but if they go that route, I'm totally fine with it. It's exactly what they did in Expeditions, a MudRunner game, and I really couldn't be more hopeful for the things that we get. Again, my speculation is that we won't get the things that I want, but man, if they could deliver on like 8-player multiplayer, if we can build things wherever we want, maybe put down a blueprint and then flatten out an area. It looks like here in the desert maps that you've been seeing that there's been some sort of a, maybe a bulldozer that's come through or vehicles before, or at least some remnants of a road that once existed that now needs to be repaired. I'm really hoping that we get to build our own bridges where we want and have a bunch of other things that we can build too, like a farm or things that go beyond just getting things repaired, like doing construction from scratch, or a completely destroyed building that we get to completely rebuild, or possibly more demolition jobs, like coming on in with a bulldozer, maybe a wrecking ball, and some other equipment to level a building that's no longer safe and is now condemned and must be destroyed, removed, and possibly be rebuilt. If we get SnowRunner equals Rescue Simulator equals or plus Construction Simulator, I'm going to be one happy camper. But everything that I've seen from this game so far has got me hyped. It's got my full attention, and every little piece of news that comes out related to it, we've already got our team on, our good friends who've been paying a huge amount of attention to SnowRunner and all the things for the public tests, all the new vehicles and DLCs for that game, as well as Expeditions, a MudRunner game, are on this one as well. And so we're tracking what the developers are saying on the internet to other interviewers from other types of news sources who were at Gamescom, from some French gaming websites and other things like that. Very cool to see like stump grinders in here. Also very cool to see like cutting of trees. So hopefully we got a little bit of the farming sim, tree farming. It'd be really cool if we actually could do that ourselves, set up a logging camp and do some actual logging. That would be a massive bonus. So if the news comes out and it says like we can set up our very own logging camp out in the woods like you do in Farming Simulator, but it's got SnowRunner physics to it, imagine that. And then the way to make money, and money is shared, and then of course it allows us to buy more equipment. Maybe we start with horrible equipment that's just left behind from, I don't know, the 80s and 90s, and then you get to build up to stuff that's even better. Man, we could have an incredible game of the year when it comes to like driving games. I mean, seriously. So many people have enjoyed spin tires, and it's crazy. Like, you enjoy going slow and getting stuck in the mud. Well, from that, they were able to make more DLCs for SnowRunner. Eventually, of course, MudRunner, then SnowRunner, then Expeditions, a MudRunner game, and now this, Roadcrafter. I mean, yeah. Anyway, alternative titles could have been like Roadrunner, but that probably would have been some Warner Brothers copyright infringement right there. I don't know. But anyway, the game looks good. I'm really hopeful for a huge multiplayer experience. I hope we get to do a lot of stuff in the forest and in the desert. Maybe we'd get snow. That'd be awesome. Snow would be great because you could have an avalanche, which is kind of like a sandstorm, but if we get a snowstorm, man, that would be outstanding. So anyway, enjoy the trailer one more time for Roadcraft. I just want to let you know that this game exists. It's coming out in 2025. It's multiplayer, looks great, from the same folks who made SnowRunner and MudRunner, and I'm aware of it. I'm going to play it. Many of you have been asking me, and hell yeah. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel too. If we get some other keys from the devs around the release date of this one, I'd love to give it away to all of you in our Discord or in the chat or comment section. So just comment hi down below for a chance to win, and just say what you think about the game, like looks great, sucks, whatever. And we'll hopefully continue to hear from you and find out something to do where if we have more than 4 players, maybe we can all play. I mean, seriously, I want a huge open world experience, so that'd be a great opportunity to do it. All right. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
When I was a kid, I couldn't wait to leave this town behind. But what's that saying? Man plans and God laughs? Well, he must have had a good one on my account. When the water receded, it carried away everything we ever had. It also gave me a reason to stay. Truth is, we can't stop what's coming. The important thing is that we rebuild.